So, I will first talk about when and why we started Abhiman. Um, After my coming out journey and my family accepting me, I was doing good in my business and everything, and life was good overall. What happened is we lost 3 friends over a period of 2 years who died by suicide. And the third person who died by suicide, they not just killed themselves, they popped up sleeping pills. They slit their arms and they jumped off from building from the 5th floor. So it was very terrifying for us, this news which came from back to back. And then we thought, like, all of us friends, gay friends, like our movement was not very inclusive either. Like we just had like cis men who were coming together sometimes and meeting up. So we thought that we needed to do something, create a sort of safe space where all of us could come together, be ourselves, so that it would help our mental health, and we don't reach at a point where we kill ourselves. And that is when I put up a post on Facebook, and Dinesh Chopade, who used to back then be with Humsafar Trust, shared his number and told me to call him. And then Dinesh said that you all need to organize, you all need to come together and form a sort of initiative. And I had no idea like how these organization works, how do you come together, and what should be our goals. So they guided us, Dinesh and the team. They told us that you can start small by having potluck dinners. You could have movie nights, and we could not do this at public spaces. Like we were meeting when we would meet at somebody's house when parents were not there. So very secretly, all of us gay guys used to meet, talk, and share about our problems, come up with solutions together. And that did help a lot, but then still there were a lot of problems coming from the outside. And that is when we realized that there was a need to create a bridge between the community and the society at large. We needed to go out, talk to institutions, police stations, hospitals and everything, and sensitize them about the poor communities and tell them about the problems that we are facing. Like we would have poor persons who would go to psychologists and they would give them shock treatments and conversion therapies. We would have people who would meet people on dating apps and would be blackmailed. And when you go to the police would help, but then they would ask also for money. So we had this example of a guy who was being blackmailed for a very long time. Every month he used to give this blackmail for 25,000-30,000, and then the police helped, but then again we had to pay them also a very big amount, to intervene, because 377 was in place back then. Sure. So they could not take the complaint legally. They just called that person and threatened him, we are from police and you can't blackmail this person and stop it. But we had to pay them also. So these were the kind of challenges that we were facing, and we thought that going and conducting these sensitization sessions will help a lot, and did help a lot. We started meeting outside. We started becoming more brave and coming out and everything. And then I remember we had an event. 377 was scrapped, and we were going to celebrate it. And till then, we did not have any trans persons coming to our event. We were all just cis men and a couple of cis women, queer of course, and some of the allies. And somebody from the Hijra community messaged me like, hey, we want to come. And I said, yeah, sure, why not? And then there were other team members who were like, we are having this event at a public place, and if there are transgender people who are from the Hijra community and people see us, it will be obvious that we are having a queer event and everything. And then Amrut, my team member, he's not here today, but I think a couple of you know him. Me and Amrut had to come up with a thing like, we cannot not make these spaces not inclusive, right? We are fighting for equal rights. And whatever transphobia is existing within us, we have to, help people understand that this is not right. It's either for all of us or for none of us. And that was one major challenge that we faced. Was since the time we became inclusive for trans and hijras and everything, all the cis gay men stopped coming. Oh. All of them. So it was just me and Amrut again. But then slowly again, from small towns, people used to have problems and they used to come, and the team went on building from the people who faced real issues, and we helped them overcome those issues, and then they became a part of our team. Like there was a lesbian couple who had eloped, and the parents were threatening them, and then they had made some police complaint that the elder woman in the relationship had kidnapped them and forcing them for sex work, but there was nothing like that, and the police, women police beat them up. Then we did intervention, and thankfully, due to because we were in touch with the district AIDS prevention